the lighting pattern correct, designing my shadows, and really committing. I'm going to start taking it to a finished level at this point. But still, once again, making sure that everything's starting to fit in the right area. I did take a little bit of an artistic freedom here up in the head to get more of a silhouette. I pushed it out away from that the screen left scapula because I wanted to actually silhouette the form a little bit more. When dealing with a zygomatic arch, as I am right here, I'm thinking about keeping the plane changes and staying very boxy. And also when I hit it on one side, I move to the other to make sure things actually match up. Even though you can't see a certain side of the subject, you should still think about it. Still think about it that it's there. And just by addressing that in your thoughts, you'll start addressing it in your drawing because it'll help you draw more sculpturally. It's almost like, you know, it's like carving something out of wood. Gives it a sense of volume and form instead of just a flat shape. So here we are, continue to lock in the drawing and taking it once again to that finished level. After I've locked in all my shadows and drawings coming to completion, I take a tissue and give it a rub down, especially when I'm dealing with the tonal drawing. Doing it's a black Prismacolor pencil on Bien Fang rag marker paper. The reason I'm doing this with the tissue, I'm giving it this rub down, is to actually create a little bit more mood and a little bit more of an atmospheric perspective. It's just a technique to help my lighting, and it actually will create more dimension. Because what I'll do after is I will go in and stuff that's closer to camera, that's closer to viewer, I'll start bringing out harder, crisper edges and more intense light. And once again, it's just a technique, something that I do to actually create more mood and more stronger lighting pass. So here, after I've actually rubbed it down, I'm going back in with pencil and the eraser, using the eraser to bring out the lights, and with the pencil to just kind of really kick up those darks. Just more of an intense value change. And if you see, I'm going to leave the rear area of the lion alone, because I want to feel that it's really receding. This technique is used a lot in layouts, but I like to use it within my figure studies as well, because it gives a nicer sense of dimension, and it actually allows me to make the viewer look at what I want them to look at, beyond just design composition. And using the line work with lighting, I can also direct the eye and really hit those hot spots. And so now it's all taking it to a finished, more of a finished level. One thing I'm doing here is I'm actually showing some of the ribs through on the other side, through that negative space, just to get even a little bit more sense of dimension. In my normal quick studies, if you're doing quick study, I wouldn't be taking it to this level at all. This is just for the sake of actually becoming more of a finished art piece. If you see, I'm going to start bringing out more of the hot spots, more of the really highlights, really white areas. So I'm using the pink pearl part of my eraser. It's really important when to draw sculpturally, because if you think about it, you are creating a difficult task for yourself. You're trying to create a three-dimensional form, being the subject, on a two-dimensional plane, which is the canvas, sketch pad, so on and so forth. Especially dealing with teeth on skulls. I don't knock in every little tooth, but usually general planes. I'll hit those big canines and back into the molar area as one separate plane, but you then just drop in a shadow to help the dimension. Working on the core shadow right there for the nose, and now just kind of filling in the spots that needed to be finished. Notice also on the tail, there's not so many hard lines. The edges are very soft. It lets us let the tail recede far away from the viewer, and something that's further away from camera won't have as much detail. It's working it just like you would a lens and putting things out of focus. So it's just getting the silhouette shape on things that are furthest from camera, dropping in that flat tone like I talked about on that rear leg. I handle that way with the tail as well. So I just want to say thank you for sitting through the first part of this demo, and I'll see you soon.